Well, that sucked. I was there tonight, hence the beanie. It's a cool beanie, but the game was not cool. That was not fun. Sharks lost 7-2, Florida Panthers, and they showed why we suck and they're good, why they won the Stanley Cup last year. It was the Lunar New Year celebration. That was cool. There were some dragon dances and the beanie, but that was about the only highlight tonight. Everything else pretty much sucked. They started well. The first 10 minutes was pretty good. You know, they had some pace. They were playing the body. They were physical. They were knocking the Panthers off pucks. I just blew a tire. It's like they just crapped themselves. It all kind of started with that Vlasic pass, right? That was the first goal of the game, and he just like threw a donut up the middle, and they scored. It was like, really, dude? I don't know. Depressing. But they scored. The Sharks brought it back. It was 2-1 after that. They scored 2 more goals from Cece and Will Smith. They're both good goals. Gave the crowd some life. That was the only life SAP Center had tonight. Other than that, it was pretty dead quiet. Even with the Lunar New Year celebrations, there was just nothing to celebrate. After those 2 goals, which happened within like 5 minutes of each other, my family and I, we just sat there the whole game. We ate some popcorn depressingly, and what are you going to do? I was kind of hoping we were past that, though. You know, past the stinkers from last year. Last year, they just, you know, this would be every other game where they just, 10 minutes in, game's over. Oh, well. And you could kind of feel that after the Panthers scored to make it 2-2 and then 3-2, everyone just shut up. It was like, well, game's over. The people who were sitting next to me at SAP Center, they left after the second period. They just, done. You paid how much money to be there, and you just up and got out of your seats? They weren't even that big fans. They just knew, oh yeah, this game's crap. Whatever. The Panthers goal that made it 2-2, the Sharks challenged for goaltender interference. I never in a million years would I have thought that was going to be challenged. Georgiev got out of the crease on his own. He like did this twist around, and then what are you gonna do? You're fighting other players. I didn't see anything that could be challenged. I don't know why it was challenged, but that's what they did, and they lost it, of course. So now the game's tied, and they have to kill the penalty, and now it was just downhill from there. They were just mentally fragile, as I've seen some people say online, and I have no idea why they just crumpled like that. One funny part is I remember after we had scored 2 goals, it was like 10 minutes left in the first period, so there's still like 50 minutes left in this game, and the announcer goes over the intercom at SAP Center and says, 1 more goal, and you guys get tacos! And it was like, dude, at the moment, everyone was so hyped. It was like, yeah, 1 more goal, we're gonna get tacos! But we didn't score. The game sucked after that. There were multiple "we want taco" chants, but nothing ever happened, and it was a waste of time. Now, don't get me wrong, I always love going to SAP Center for Sharks games. It's always so much fun. I've been a Sharks fan my whole life, and it's just a great environment. I love being around a bunch of other Sharks fans, going with the family, hanging out for the night, eating some popcorn, eating some hot dogs, doing whatever. But I really want to see a win. You know, my brother was sitting next to me and he goes, man, watching the playoffs would be pretty cool. It's like, yeah, tell me about it, dude. That was 5 years ago, 6 years ago now. Oh my God. I know we're still rebuilding and this is a build-up year. We're doing better than last year, admittedly. As people have said, like, we won't even have third period leads or leads to begin with to blow. But it's still just depressing. Dude, I wanted to tank last year. This year, I don't want to tank. I want to win. And it's frustrating because that's not happening yet. And I know you don't want to rush the process, but not everyone has the patience that Mike Greer does. So, coming from a fan perspective, What are you going to do about it? I want to win. I'm not going to go break down every goal tonight because that would be pointless. I know the Sharks' goals were cool. Other than that, neither goalie could stop anything, and it wasn't necessarily their fault. You know, Georgiev had that amazing diving save on the goal where, like, the puck just, like, it hit his blocker and he just saved it from Barkov. And Askarov had a few good saves, but other than that, nothing was outstanding, and can't say it was really their fault either. So, a couple shout-outs. I wanted to shout out Will Smith. He had a goal, and he looks more confident in each game. Getting to watch him in person, he's looked a lot better than he has on TV. I went to the practice this morning as well. That was fun. I got to see everyone mess around for a bit, and it just made the whole day more fun. You know, focused on the game at the end of the day. Another shout out is to Barclay Goodrow, because at one point he laid down his body on the line. They were down 5 goals. I'm pretty sure it was 7-2. They were down 5 goals, and he's lying across the crease. He's just completely like, oh yeah, if you shoot, it's gonna hit me in the nuts, but I don't care. Like that's what we need. I hope there's more of that, and I hope that some of the younger guys can take a lesson out of that, because that was cool to see. Because everyone paid money to be there, and he's still putting his body down on the line, laying it down, and trying to save the game. Another one, Celebrini. He was so much fun to watch in person. I haven't seen him in person yet, except for today, at least in a game. And every time he touched the puck, you could feel the crowd was getting up there. They were ready for something to happen. And a few times, even though nothing really happened, he would create some chances here and there, and that was a lot of fun to watch. Other than that, stinker of a game, which sucks. But next time, we'll get him. We'll come back. Hopefully they can go back on one of their winning streaks again, because that's a lot more fun to watch than the crap that I just saw. So let's hope.